If this is new to you and you don't really understand a lot about alternate picking, let me show you something about this. Now, before we go any further, I want to talk to you a little bit about how to hold the pick. Now, I use a fairly small guitar pick. This is a Jazz 3 John Petrucci style guitar pick. It's bigger than the regular Dunlop Jazz 3s, and I like that. I like it that it's a little bit bigger than those, but I use Jazz 3s, regular Dunlop Jazz 3s for years. It's only been the last 2 or 3 years that I've switched to these John Petrucci ones and really enjoy them. But when I hold a guitar pick, if you can see this in the camera, let me try and get it over here, you're going to notice that there's very little sticking out of the bottom. I don't hold a guitar pick way up here, and I don't hold a guitar pick in the middle, ever. I always hold it really, really close to the tip. I only need a little bit sticking out. Now, on this side of the pick, which is where my first finger is, there's more showing, so when I strum and things like that, there's more pick there. But when I go to actually start picking like alternate picking, what I do is I kind of straighten out, okay? I'm not sitting at an angle like this, because then the pick will just get stuck under the strings. I'm straightening out a little bit, so the pick is kind of at a 90-degree angle with the string. Now, this is just me. And then as I start picking, I'm simply moving again back and forth like this. So the string is here, and I'm just hitting it like this, with a similar angle on both sides like this. And you'll notice I'm palm muting as I'm doing this. Okay? So I might take 160. Let's say I left off at 160. Okay, and I'm not really good at alternate picking at this point, right? This is all new for me, is down-up picking or alternate picking. So I can do my downs here, and I can go for 3 minutes. It's a good speed. That's where I feel like I should be, is at 160, okay? I can make it 3 minutes, but it's really, really hard, but I can do it. I might decide to do my alternate picking at the exact same speed. Because the misconception about alternate picking is if you can down pick at X speed, you should be able to do twice as fast at down up picking. Again, someday you will, but if you've never really done this before, you have to first develop how alternate picking actually feels. Because it's a bit more restrained at a slower speed, you got to get used to a bit more turn of your wrist, right? So if I've got this going at 160, and again, I'm going to do that for 3 straight minutes. If maybe my alternate picking is a little bit better, I might be moving at 180 where my down picking's at 160, right? Don't always think you got to be going twice as fast. Don't think of it like that. You have to develop each one independently. Your alternate picking, because again, my alternate picking is faster than my down picking. If I can do down picking at 220, I can do alternate picking way faster than that, double time. So just think about that a little bit as you're practicing these things. So that's what I want you to think about. That's step one, is putting together the elements of alternate picking, okay? Using your picking hand to be able to down pick at 3 minutes, being able to alternate pick at 3 minutes, and they might be different speeds, varying speeds, okay? So we've got stretching, we've got our picking hand, which is my right hand, it might be somebody else's left hand, but getting that developed. Independently, every day I go through that 3-minute exercise. I might go through it 2 or 3 times through a day, whatever works for you. So the second step now is taking my left hand and start developing some really great routines to fully develop the strength of my left hand. So the first one I'm going to show you is what I refer to as the 20-second exercise. 20-second exercise, not 20-second, but 20 seconds exercise, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the 5th fret of the 3rd string right here, and I'm going to put my first finger on there. I'm going to go to the 6th fret with my middle finger, 7th fret with my ring finger, 8th fret with my pinky. They're all on the same string. This is going to be the setup for this entire exercise, okay? What I'm going to do is a series of hammer-ons and pull-offs over and over and over for 20 seconds each. Okay? And the trick is to not stop in between. And the other part is you have to try and hammer and pull as hard and fast as you possibly can. Okay? If you're just doing it kind of whiny, it's not really going to work for you. You got to hit those suckers. So a hammer on, I'm going to play this 5 here. A hammer on, I smack that middle finger down on the 6th fret. A pull-off means I'm on the 6th fret and I'm going to flick that string by literally pulling it. My finger becomes the guitar pick, and it picks the string by flicking it off. I'm not just lifting the finger off, I'm literally flicking the string. Okay, so I'm going to do that exercise right there, which is actually called a trill when you do hammer-ons and pull-offs over and over and over. And I'm going to do that for 20 straight seconds without stopping. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to the 3rd finger, and I'm going to do 1st finger to 3rd finger for 20 straight seconds without stopping. Then I'm going to move to my pinky on the 8th fret there, 1st and pinky, for 20 seconds without stopping. I'm not stopping all the way through. Then this is the trick, is we're going to shift. We're going to put our middle finger down on the 6th fret right here where it was, and we're going to start doing hammer-on and pull-off from 6 to 7, which is middle to pinky, or middle to 3rd, excuse me. And then for 20 seconds, after that, I'm going to go to my pinky. So now I'm doing middle to pinky for 20 seconds. Then I go to my 3rd finger, to my pinky, and I do that for 20 seconds. And by the time you get to the end of this thing, you're going to be pretty sore. Okay, so you've got this for 20 seconds. Do this with me, okay? Just hit it hard and fast as you can. And then you're going to head over to that 3rd finger. 20 seconds. Again, I'm going to go a little faster just so I don't bore you here. And you could probably already feel it a little bit. Okay, then you're going to go to your pinky. Right, just keep going as hard and fast as you can. Then you're going to put your middle finger down and you're going to go to your 3rd finger. 20 seconds. Then you're going to go to your pinky. Middle to pinky. 20 seconds. Then you're going to put your 3rd finger down and you're going to go to your pinky for 20 seconds. Now over on this side, what I'm doing is I'm just holding the strings so they're not making noise. But you would do each one of those for 20 seconds. And by the time you get done, it doesn't matter if you're Steve Vai, it doesn't matter who you are, your fingers are going to hurt because you're going as hard and fast as you can, right? He might be able to go harder or faster than us when he does this exercise. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. When you get done, you're going to be a little sore, and then you might go through your stretching routine and all that sort of thing to get yourself prepared again, okay?